Hi guys. Okay, sorry. I think it's starting to rain. So if I lose some kind of connection, I'm sorry. So this is my makeup that I put on today. We had Sarah's bridal shower today, and it was a busy day, very busy day. Got up, made my son and I some breakfast, had to rush him to my mom's so my brother could take care of him, rush back, make some food, rush it to the church, make sure everything was good, and it was a good day. It was fun. It was really fun. I just wanted to come on here for a little bit before I don't know, hopefully I won't lose connection. I just wanted to take my makeup off, and this is like all day. This is from like 12 today, and it's still like I'm ready to go still. It looks like I'm like ready to go, but I'm ready to take it off. I'm ready to take my eyelashes off. I'm ready to take everything off because I am tired. But it was a good shower. It was really good. A lot of her family came. A lot of people from church came to support her. A lot of people that are I guess around her. Sorry, that's my husband. Came. There's a lot of people there, and it was really good. She had a lot of fun. I was worried a little bit that she was, gonna be stressed out. Hi, Diana. It was fun, wasn't it? I was a little kind of stressed out that she was not gonna have fun or that she was gonna stress too much, but I'm glad that she had a lot of fun. But yeah, just wanted to come on here for a little bit before it got really bad. I think it's already bad, but just to take my makeup off. But I'm not like very fancy with, I just use these flushable wipes. I don't know. They work. They don't have any scent. They're sensitive, so they're good for my face. Yeah, so I gotta take these things off because they're bothering. Look at the difference. They're bothering me really bad. So yeah, I know a lot of you are like, what is going on? But yeah, that's how I just take them off. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't pinch, nothing. So, this is what I put them in. This little thing. I only have one pair right now. I just buy the very cheap eyelashes because I don't like to take care of my eyelashes, because if I buy the expensive ones, and I just like to rip them off. I just like to just take them off and I don't know, if they land somewhere, they land. If they land in the trash, they land in the trash. I have some right here that I've used, and they're just there. I know I'm nervous to do that because I like make weird faces when I put them on, but it's very easy. It's like very easy to put them on. Yeah, because they're cheap. They're like $8 for like 8 pairs for $8 at Walmart. It's the Kiss, I think it's called Kisses or Kiss brand. They're not expensive. I just buy them at Walmart. I used to buy them on this website called, oh my god, Cake Face Beauty. They have really good quality lashes. They're really, really good. But they're expensive. They're like, I think like $8.99 for just one pair. I had a pair, but I don't know what happened to them. That's why I'd rather just use Walmart lashes than buy expensive, because I just like to just put them on, end of the day, rip them off, and you can clean them, you can do, it's up to you, but I like to just buy cheap lashes and just put mascara on, and ready to go. But yeah, I just kind of put like, I guess I can show y'all what I put on today. I wasn't gonna put too much on because it was hot. It was very hot today. So I kind of just used this Gwen Stefani eyeshadow, and I used the which one did I use? I don't know. This one, this color, for my base on my eyeshadow. And then I went ahead and used this, the Huda Beauty one, and I used a little bit of the saffron, this one and this one. I mixed these two together, and I used, I think, the gold, or this one, I used that one for like in here, so it wasn't really too much. And then I used this Naked, the illuminated one. It's like that. It's like really glittery. I used that inside. I used it inside, and I used it right here. But yeah, that's all I did. And I just put some eyelashes on, and that's it. And I used, sorry, it's gonna be loud. No, it's not. I used, what is this? Oh, the Fenty. It's called Spanked. This is the one I used for my lipstick. I used this one and Famous together. I used it together. Yeah, I was going to today. I was gonna put it on. I mean, I was gonna go live and show y'all, but I was so much in a rush. I forgot all about it. I really wanted to. We haven't been on here for like, I think 2-3 weeks, I think, because she's been so busy. She's been so busy at the shop, having all these orders, and I have been just going through so much lately. The enemy's just attacking me so hard with everyone, it feels like. And thank you, Diana. But I went through this whole, oh my goodness, I went through this whole depression thing. I know, right? That's what Ricky tells me. Ricky's like, we'll just stand outside and I'll just wash your face off with the hose. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that. But yeah, it feels like I've been battling with this depression for like maybe, I think since the last time I came on here. We came on here together, and that's what it feels like. It's like 2-3 weeks. It's been so much. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take my makeup off. Oh, and the foundation I used a different foundation today. I didn't use the regular one that I use. Not always, but I use this one, but it's not really my color, so I don't really like to use it that much. But this one I like, and I don't think Walmart sells it anymore. I bought this a long time ago. Like this, it's this one, the flower. Let's see if you can see it. The flower one, and my color is LF14, I guess. I don't know, but this is the one I love because it's like exactly my color, and I don't really like to use this one as much. I don't know, but my sister bought me this one, the NARS. My sister bought it for me a long time ago. As you can see, it's like dust on it. But it's like, I don't know, I guess it's my color. I don't know. I don't like to use it because it goes into my pores, and like if I'm sweaty or I don't know, you can see all my pores, and I don't like it. I don't like this one too much, and it's like still full. I only used it maybe once, I think, and it's like full. I don't know. I don't really like it that much. But yeah, that's what I used for my foundation. And I used a different concealer today. I used NARS, this one. Alright, bye. Whatever. Bye, have a good night. This is the one I used. I used Caramel, I don't know, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but this is the one I used. I used here, here. I like to put it here, and that's about it. But yeah, that's all I used. And I'll try to put up a video of how I guess if y'all like it. It wasn't really too much of how I put it on. But yeah, I'm gonna take my makeup off because it's bothering me already. Yeah, so how has y'all's Saturday been? Hopefully it was good. Hopefully it was a good Saturday. Oh, and I like to use full coverage. I love full coverage. Not the shiny one, just matte. I like to use matte. But yeah, how was y'all Saturday? Was it good? I know it was kind of hot earlier. Very hot. But yeah, it was a rough week this week. A very rough week. Not found out, but my aunt passed away last week. She passed away. Sorry for my eyebrows. I'm growing them out. I'm trying to like make them fuller. As you can see, this one's like all messed up. I'm just trying to make them full, you know. I don't know. I do my own eyebrows, so. But yeah, my aunt passed away. Her funeral was, I think it was Tuesday. It was hard. I found out some stuff about my aunt that I didn't know about, and it just kind of hit me really hard. I was dealing with this depression. Like half of my face is like, I was dealing with this depression. I'm out of it. Thank you, Lord. I'm out of this depression. But I was dealing with it, feeling just unworthy, feeling like no one needed me anymore, feeling like I wasn't needed anymore, and it was just not good. It was not good. I stopped doing things. I stopped reading. I stopped doing things for the church. I stopped doing a lot of things because I was just so deep in this depression that it felt like I couldn't get myself out. But I forced myself to read, and I forced myself to go and do things for the church, and I forced myself to do all these things, and 3 weeks and I'm out. I guess you can say, with the Lord's help. But yeah, I was coming out of this depression, and then my aunt passed away. And then my aunt passed away. I was close to her when I was little, and then I got older, and I kind of just, I don't want to say secluded myself, but I kind of just lived my life, I guess you can say. You know, I got married, you know, did all these things, had a baby boy, and just lived my life by myself with my husband. And I kind of stopped going around the family, my dad's side of the family. And it's crazy because I haven't seen a lot of my family in a really long time, and we all just kind of came together and united to help with my aunt's funeral, with the cost of the funeral. And it was difficult because she lived maybe 20 minutes away from me, and a lot of things that I found out I wish I could do different, but I can't anymore, you know. But I know now that she's better where she's at. She's not hurting, and she's not I posted on there that she's rejoicing with the Lord, and she's with eternal love that we all try to get, that we all strive for. And thank you, Diana, very much. And it was hard. It was difficult. I had a lot of mixed emotions. I had I could have done something. I could have went over there, and I could have kept her company, and I could have done this, or I could have done that, and I should have just been around the family more. And I don't know, I felt like I was condemning myself for something that I didn't have, I guess, control over. But yeah, it was difficult this week. It was very hard. But I, left it with God and left it in His hands, and just prayed, and just I know that she's doing a lot better where she's at, and I'm kind of jealous of her. I wish I was there too, but I know she was following the Lord for a long time, and I know she's very deserving of where she's at. She's up there in heaven just rejoicing and just no worry. And I was at peace with it. I was at peace. But, I mean, and then today, just being around a lot of people that I love and being around people that, I mean, follow the Lord too. And look at how many wipes I used. I used a lot of wipes. I don't know why I used so many wipes. But just being around people like that was very helpful. And I'm going to clean my face today. I'm going to use the Sephora thing that I got. You already know. I got it for free. And yeah, how's everything been going with everyone? Hopefully good. Hopefully, you know, coming out of battles and coming out of struggles, and because I know the enemy's been but yeah, it's been, other than, you know, all that, and then my cousin Emily, she's in she's still in critical care. You know, that I don't know too much, because I know whenever a family member's in the hospital and people are just asking all these questions, and just, I know it's hard. I know it's hard to try to answer so many questions and try to, you know, I know everybody's praying for her, and I know my church they have her on the prayer list, and we have people praying for her that she's going to come out good, and, you know, all the surgeries are going to come out good. And I mean, I don't know exactly the surgery she's having. I know they're trying to do like the halo that you put like around your head to help your neck. I mean, I really want to know what's going on, but I know what it is to just be bombarded by just questions and questions and questions, and I know it must be hard. And, you know, I just keep praying for her. I just keep praying for her recovery, and I just keep praying that, you know, she is going to walk out of that hospital, and she's going to have, you know, her little ones, and surrounded by love, and her kids. And so just have her in your prayers. But yeah, it's hard. I know my family's dealing with a lot right now, and I just want to be there just to tell them that I love them, and just keep praying for them, regardless if they know, or regardless if they don't know that I'm praying for them or not. You know, I know that God hears our prayers, and I know that He will heal. So as long as we keep praying, that's what matters. But yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Always. There's always a way, even though sometimes during the battle you feel like there's no way, because I felt that way. I felt like this depression just got me, and just like, hey, I'm just gonna come home from work, and I'm just gonna sit in bed, and I'm not gonna cook, and I'm not gonna clean, I'm not gonna wash, I'm not even gonna open my blinds. And I know it's hard. And I thank, oh my gosh, I thank Fran and Sarah for just helping me through that. My mom just helping me through all of that, just to keep me encouraged and to keep pushing me, because sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need to be pushed, and sometimes we need to be encouraged to, you know, keep going, because there are going to be times that, you know, that we don't. There are going to be times that we don't want to keep going, and we just want to just, hey, I'm done dealing with this. I'm done fighting. I'm done trying. I'm done. But, you know, sometimes those battles make us stronger, and sometimes those battles make us the people that we are meant to be, and not the people that this world wants us to be. And that's what counts. What counts is what is in our hearts. And I think the story that really helps me a lot is my aunt from Florida. If you ever see this, Tia, shout out to you. She had a boy and a girl. I think a girl and a boy. I think my girl cousin is older. But yeah, she only had 2 kids, only 2. And, you know, she raised them and they graduated. And my cousin, his name is, well, I call him Sam. And he was out, I think in Georgia, I think. He was out of state. They live in Florida. And he was out of state to go to work. And he got in a car wreck. He got in a really bad car wreck. It was him and I think his uncle and I think a couple of friends or people that are related to him. I'm not too sure. But they got in a wreck, really bad wreck. He flew out. I think his uncle was driving and he stayed in the car and the 2 people in the back flew out. And before all of that happened, my aunt had a dream. She had a dream that she was talking to God. And God told her that he was ready to take my cousin. And she told him no. And God told him, yes, I'm going to take him. And she said, before you take him, I want him to be saved. And he said that he would save him. And that morning she got a phone call that he got in a wreck. And she's been following the Lord for, I want to say all her life. And I think right now she's maybe over 50, I think. And she's been following the Lord for a really long time. And I mean, only God knows why. Only he knows the reasons why. I don't know why, you know, that happened. I don't know. But this happened in 99. And till this day, I still haven't went to his gravesite. It's really hard for me because we were so close. It's really hard for me to talk about him. I don't really talk to nobody about him. Anyway, so he passed, you know, he flew out of the car and on impact, he died. And my aunt, we were living here at the time, and we went to Florida, and, you know, we did the services, went to the funeral, and the whole time my aunt had so much peace. She didn't scream. She didn't scream out in agony. She didn't cry. She cried, but she didn't, she just had so much peace with the Lord that she knew whatever was the reason that it happened was for God. And she loves the Lord so much. And if for the Lord to take my cousin like that, or for the Lord, for all this to happen, and it's for the Lord's glory, then so be it, you know. And she had so much peace. I know it hurt her so much because that was her only son. I know it hurt her, and I know she spent a lot of time with God with that, but she was just so peaceful with it. She was so, you know, she just had so much peace with it. And there's an ending to the story, but just with all of that, there's a lot of things that went on, you know, and there's a lot of things that was said, but I'm not gonna share that with y'all. But I always go back to that story because no matter how difficult the struggle is, and no matter how difficult the battle is, or no matter how difficult the trial is becoming, God is always there with his peace. The Lord is always there with his strength. The Lord is always there to just help you and to comfort you and to always be there to just pour out, that he loves you. And that's what I always remember when I'm going through a struggle. I always remember my aunt just sitting there and just looking at her son and just telling him how much she loves him and how much, she's gonna miss him, but she knows that he's gonna be with him, and that one day that she will see him. And that's kind of what I told my aunt too when I was at her funeral. I prayed and I told her while I was looking at her, I was like, I know that you're there with him, and I know that you're not hurting anymore, and I know that you're with peace, and I know that you are the person that you are meant to be up there with God. And it just, so much peace just came over me. And I never realized the difference between world peace and God's peace was, it's so different. And yeah, I always remember that story. Well, it's not a story, but I always go back to that because it helps me. My aunt had so much strength from God. She had so much peace and just so much, after the services, you have food, and people greet you, and people, try to tell you if you need anything. And she was just there, just handing out plates and helping. And she still had so much. She still wanted to do so much for God, even though this happened, even though her only son was not there anymore. She just continued to work. She continued to do things for God. And I'll always go back to that, because no matter how little my struggle is, or no matter how big it is, I need to keep my focus on God, and I need to just keep working for him and stop having this little pity party for myself. And I don't know, it was very eye-opening, I guess. And I don't know. Yeah, it's been hard. But I don't know. I don't know what else. I think I've learned a couple more things. I've learned, if you don't have unity within your family, or if you don't have unity within your church family, if you don't have unity within your own little family, God has no power. And I learned that. That's a big thing that I learned during this battle, is he told me, there is no unity, I have no power. And when he told me that, it was just, I didn't understand it. I didn't understand how can you not have power? God, how can you not have power? I needed him to explain that to me. I didn't understand that. And he showed me, there was a couple of divisions in our church, and he showed me that. He showed me, by us putting that divide, and, we're over here, and some people are over here, and some people are over there. There's no power. God doesn't have power. And I'm realizing that now. If I don't have unity, if I continue to see people, anyone, if I continue to see my husband, if I continue to see, people at my church or my family members, if I see them with sin, and I see them, well, she did me this way, or, oh, did you see what she did? If I continue to see their sin and continue to judge them, I will never love them. And so I have to see them without sin, just like the way Jesus did. To just see them with love, and to see them with patience, and to see them without frustration, and to see them with peace and joy, and just to love to be around people like that. That was very eye-opening. And especially in prayer, when you're united with God, and you're not, how do I put it? You're not, you don't have judgment towards people, or you don't have, what is the word I'm looking for? You don't have I can't think of the word. I guess that divide between people, like you're you don't want to be around this person because this person did you wrong, or you don't want to you don't want to talk to that person and make it better because they should tell me first. No, you don't need to have that in your heart, because when you have things like that in your heart, your prayers just go up in the air. They don't go nowhere. The Lord doesn't listen to prayers like that, because that's a prayer in vain. So when you have people, unforgiveness, that is the word. Oh my gosh. You know, if you have unforgiveness in your heart towards anyone, towards even yourself, you know, your prayers are not answered. And I strongly believe that. I really strongly believe that. And, you know, with my cousin Emily, you know, I'm not saying that little prayers are not worth praying. That's not what I'm trying to say. But for a miraculous healing to happen, you can't have unforgiveness in your heart to pray for something like that to just be instantly healed through God's power. And I have to make sure when I pray for her, I have to make sure that I don't have this unforgiveness towards people, and I don't have, you know, frustrations or hatred or anything out of that evilness in my heart when I pray for her, because I do want her healed. I want the Lord to heal her, because when the Lord heals her, I want the Lord's glory to be in it. You know, we prayed and we prayed and we prayed, and she walked out of that hospital walking out because the Lord did that, because we prayed for her. And I want that. You know, I want the Lord's glory to be in it. And, you know, and that comes back to unity. You know, when all of us pray together for her, you know, it's for anyone. It's for anyone. When we start praying for anyone, we have to be sure we don't have unforgiveness, and we have to be, you know, in one, you know. And I think it's in John where he talks about, it's either in Matthew or John, where he talks about, you know, that Jesus was telling God that he wants his people to be one with him, just like Jesus is with God. And now I understand, you know, without unity, there's no power. So if you don't have unity, the Lord can't do nothing. He has no power, because you have all this unforgiveness, and you have all this hatred, and you have everything stirring up in you that is controlling your mind, and it's controlling your action. It's controlling how your facial expressions are towards people. And that's, how can you pray for someone and then go to Walmart, get a drink, and then somebody comes that, you know, did you wrong, and you're like, that person doesn't deserve it. That person deserves it just as much as the person that you're praying for deserve it. And that's what I've learned throughout this, like, 3 weeks that I've been through this whole thing, that regardless of what a person is going through, or regardless of how many times this person has gone through, or regardless of what they look like, color, gender, whatever, they deserve prayer just as much as the next person, just as much as a child needs prayer, just as much as the elders need prayer. I mean, everyone needs prayer. And I was watching a podcast about sexuality, about, you know, everything that's going on in the world, about sexuality, about, you know, different genders and different kinds of, I don't know. There's just a lot to take in. But they were talking about how Christianity is one of the worst to, I guess, trust, because they judge. But if you're a true follower, to me, this is my opinion. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm not gonna tell you how to pray. That's not what I'm trying to say. Regardless if they're gay, regardless if they're, regardless if they're gay or what they choose to do in their lives, regardless of all of that, we are not to judge those people, because it is their life. It is their decision. It is what they want to do. And I know a few people that are like that, and I'm not saying like to accept it. That's what I'm trying to say, because I don't accept it. I don't accept things like that, because it's not right. And I think it's in, oh my goodness, I read it too. Anyway, you can't accept what they do, you know. You can't accept their decision. You don't have to accept it. And I tell them, you know, I don't accept your sin. I don't accept what you chose to do. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to love you. That doesn't mean I'm not going to pray for you. That doesn't mean I'm not going to, you know, hopefully one day you open your eyes to see the goodness of God that he has for you. You know, you can't sit there and you're doing wrong and you're doing this and you're doing that because you're doing the same thing that Satan did to Jesus. You're condemning them. And I know that's what's going to happen, you know, but that's not for us to do. That's not what we are made to do. We are not made to condemn other people. We are made to worship. We are made to praise. We are made to honor. We are made to have fellowship. We are made to I had the word in my head and it just went away. We are made to try to have, you know, and to encourage and uplift and speak life into people. And by us condemning them, that just pushes them away from the curiosity of God. That pushes them away from them, you know, questioning, well, you know, I need you to tell me where this is. I need you to tell me what this means. Because I've had that before. I've had people tell me, well, let me know where it says, you know, this. And let me know where it says this. And it's with a lot of prayer, with a lot of unity, with a lot of worship and honor and glory to God. Some of those people are turning. Is that right to say? They're but my pastor Bobby says, you know, just turn from sin. When you see it, when it comes to you, when it's there, turn from it. And that's what they're doing. They're turning and they're questioning, you know, is my old life really worth me living that way? You know, that's good. That's something good because we want more people to follow the Lord. And this is all my opinion. This is all what I believe, you know. I'm not saying that everything I say is in the Bible. I'm just saying, like, because I know, like, sexuality and everything that's going on in the world with all of that is very controversial. Yeah, it's it's a touchy subject and a lot of people don't like to talk about it, but yeah, that's what I believe. I believe that we should not condemn those people because we're not God. We're not supposed to condemn them. We're supposed to love them and guide them, you know, from that, and help them and encourage them. Hey, you know, I know that this is what you choose. You know, I don't accept it. I don't accept what you're doing. I can't accept it. But I want you to know that I love you, and I want you to know that Jesus loves you and he wants a better life for you. And, you know, but yeah, I don't even know how that started. But yeah, I'm gonna take this off because it's really dry already. But yeah, I know a lot of people don't like to talk about stuff like that because it's a very touchy subject. It's like, I've talked to a few people about stuff like that, and they'd rather not talk about it. They'd rather just, because it's a lot of people, I don't know, a lot of people like to point fingers, and a lot of people like to say, well, this is right and what you're doing is wrong, and instead of just, you know, just, because you can't force somebody to do something that they're not ready to do, or they're scared to do it, or they don't understand it. Just like we don't understand the whole, us as followers of God and us as Christians, we don't understand that whole world. You know, we're not from that world, you know. And just like they don't understand us, you know, we can't go out. And a lot of these people, like, I don't know, it's a very hard subject to talk about. All I know is I know that the Lord tells me to love people, because he gave everyone a chance, you know. He gave everyone a chance, especially Peter. He gave him chance after chance after chance. And why not us give others chances? You know, why not us ask for forgiveness from others? And, you know, even though this person or whatever did you wrong or owed you money, or is money really worth a relationship? You know, is whatever this person borrowed from you and never gave back, is it really worth the relationship? Or, you know, he took something from you and you found out it was that person, you know, is that thing, that object really worth the relationship? You know, because there's always an opportunity to talk about God, and there's always an opportunity to but to guide someone, you know, back from being lost, you know. And everyone deserves a chance. And, you know, whenever somebody's lost, and I truly believe, like, whenever people they ask you, or you ask them, you know, if they're okay or if they're fine, you know, and they tell you yes, and you know that they're not, they're crying for help, they're screaming for help. Because I went through that, you know. People kept texting me and calling me and, you know, asking me if I was fine, and I was like, yes, I'm fine, I'm okay. But in reality, I was screaming like, somebody come just pray for me. Somebody come just keep me company for a little bit and just talk to me. And so, you know, be that light, be that person to make a difference, be that person to just help someone, be that person to just pray for someone, or just, you know, just be there for that person, or just be the ear for that person, or just visit someone. And, you know, don't let busyness take over your life, because that's very hard. And it's very tiring sometimes. It's very tiring, and sometimes you just want somebody to pray for you or somebody to talk to you, you know. But to me, I'm that person. I'm that person, you know. You need me, I'm there. You need something done, I'm there. You need to talk, I'm there. You need prayer, I'm there. You need something done at the church, I'm there. But sometimes I'm like, okay, what about me? Like, I need prayer, you know. I need this and I need that. But I figured out, and I found out that that's who God is. He's there to, when you're mad at someone, or when you're you don't like what this person did, or you don't like their reaction, or, you know, you just need alone time, or you just need to cry out to someone, you know. If there's no one there, talk to God. You know, he's always there. And I know that's really, like, cliche, and that's, like, really like scripted and out of the Bible, but it's so true. Like, it is so true. Like, there was a lot of times that it was like, man, I just need somebody here, and I just need somebody to talk to just really quick, and just to let all of this out. But I found out that once I let it out, and I let another person in on how I feel about a certain person, then that causes division. Then that person will be like, well, I don't like that person because Priscilla doesn't like that person. Or I don't want to hang out with that person because that person did Priscilla wrong. And that's the most blinded thing you can do. And, you know, and that causes division. So you and that person are over here, and everybody else is there. And that's something we don't want. As followers of God, we want to be united and we want to be together. And so I've learned to just, when I feel that way towards someone, or I feel sad or depressed or unhappy with something that my husband did, or unhappy with something that anyone did to me, I deal with it kneeling down. I deal with it praying. I deal with it telling God, this person did this to me and I need you to help me. I don't want to be mad at this person. I don't want to argue with this person. I don't want to be frustrated or angry at this person. God, I need you to just take it from me, and just take it from my heart, and just take it from my mind, because I don't want to think about it anymore. And when you truly say that out of your heart to God, He will make it happen. I promise you, He will make it happen. It might not be that night, it might not be the next day, but He will make it happen on His time. And I learned too that a lot of things that you're ready to say, or you're ready to, I guess, deal with, the other person receiving it might not be ready for it. And I learned that's something really big that I learned, that just because you're ready to say it doesn't mean that that person you're trying to tell it to is ready to receive it. And I learned that from my sister. Like, I want to tell her all these things, and I want to tell her all about God, and I want to push her, and I want to encourage her. You can do so much in the Word of God, and you can do so much in His kingdom, and you can work for Him, but she's not ready to receive it. She's not ready to do it. And by me just bursting it out and telling her, it might push her away. And I don't want that for her. I want her to do it on her time, and I want her to do it whenever she's ready to do it. And I think that is a big thing to learn, that a lot of things that you're ready to say, the people might not be ready to receive it. But yeah, I feel like I'm just like talking and talking and talking and talking. I haven't seen y'all in like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, I think. But yeah, I don't know where to put that thing. It's hard. But I hope I got everything. That looks like I did. But yeah, there's a lot more things that I could talk about. I could just go on and on and on about all these things, everything I've learned about, and everything that I've read, and I don't know, it's just a lot. But yeah, so I think I've been here for like an hour. I told my husband I was gonna be here for like 30 minutes. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna take my makeup off, it's okay, you can come back into the room. But no, if y'all ever need prayer, or if y'all ever need someone to talk to, or someone to just hang out with you, I guess, I don't know, it's been on my heart to come on here and just to talk, because I know a lot of y'all are just, I don't know what y'all, but yeah, it's just, I guess, message this page. I was gonna say channel. Message this page, or message me personally, or if you have my number, just message me. And I'm trying to do these. What is that? Oh, I'm trying to do these where I save them and I upload them to YouTube, but I'm uploading them to my personal YouTube. And I think my personal YouTube is Priscilla Cruz, I think, or Priscilla Jeanette Cruz. I don't know. If you want me to leave a link, I'll leave it down there so y'all can watch it like 3 or 4 in the morning, because that's what I do. I wake up sometimes and I'll just watch sermons, or whatever's on, I guess. But yeah, I felt really I feel good like talking. But yeah, if y'all want to see different videos, or if y'all want to see, I don't know when Sarah's gonna come on here. Sarah's been really busy. I don't know, she might be on here by herself, or with me. I don't know when she's gonna be back on here. But if you have any questions for us, if you have any prayer requests for us, if you have any concerns, or just to keep, the conversation going about certain conversations I talked about on here, just let me know, and we will continue to talk, or, whatever y'all want to do. Sorry, my eyebrows I'm growing them out. I think I said that already. I'm trying to grow them out. I don't know. But yeah, I hope y'all guys have a good night. I hope that tomorrow is just full of love and full of blessings and full of favor and of mercy and of grace. And I hope y'all have a great day tomorrow. I think it's going to be hot. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good night. I hope y'all have a great day. And just surround yourself with God's love. I think it's agape love. Surround yourself with agape love. That's the only kind of love that you need to surround yourself with. And it's so good. His love is so good. So yeah, just keep fighting, keep pushing, keep encouraging, stay strong. Don't give up, because God didn't give up on you. So yeah, hope y'all guys have a good night. I will see y'all, I don't know. I will see y'all sometime, either Monday or Wednesday, maybe Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, y'all have a good night. All right.